if you can hear my neighbor talking, but he's doing a sync. And last night, he like sneezed, and then there's this sound outside. There's like, I don't know, like a trailer door opening or something, like some squeaking sound. He's like right after he's just dead quiet, and then he's like sneezes right up near the wall really loud. All of a sudden, like startled me because it was really loud. And then I just hear this sound outside like right after that. And then this morning when I woke up, he was talking sync, and then when I go in the bathroom, I just hear like a dial tone, like he's just like up near the wall, like as I'm like sitting on the toilet or whatever synced up moment it was. I just hear this dial tone through the wall, like he's calling somebody. But I just hear it once though, and then that's it. And then it was like quiet for a minute, and then he started talking. He's been talking sync like all morning. And then I went to the grocery store. On the way there was a FedEx guy that was like this FedEx guy and his mail guy. Like they like walk in the doors in front of me, synced up the sidewalk. And then I'm like, yep, they're gonna walk out right when I walk by the door, right? And yep, I walk by the first door, and the FedEx guy is walking out right next to me. And then I walk by the other door, and the mail guy is walking out right next to me. And then or not the FedEx, it was the UPS. And then the UPS guy got in the truck, and he's like parked at the crosswalk, and he takes off right next to me. Like starts the truck right next to me and takes off. And then I saw a cop on the way there, like going this way. And then I saw a cop on the way back. Yeah, I think it was the same cop probably, because he was going the opposite way on the way back. I just like flipped him off, and then he waves at me smiling. Like he's not a stalker. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear him, but he just keeps talking sync. And he just like walks up close to the wall, talks really loud, and then he like walks further away from the wall and talks sync. And then he walks back over close to the wall again and talks sync. There's a forklift outside. He's like backing up right when I walk up to the window. He looks synced. Yep, he's loading it into the back of the trailer right as his whiteys drive out behind it on the street. Here's car honk outside. Huh. And then I heard this banging sound. It was right as the car honker was walking out of sight, and also my neighbors started talking again right at that moment. Just all at the same time. And he's talking same thing again right now with this whitey driving out. And he's just having a phone conversation over there, synced again. Just like every time he does, every day. And then occasionally I'll hear someone else talking, like he got him on speakerphone, but like usually I just hear him talking though. But like I think it was this morning I was hearing somebody else. The whitey just like turned around the parking lot and drove out, and then right when he drives out, the forklift's coming back loading something else. And then right when he loads it, this whitey drives out behind the trailer. So I was going off on Creep Busters again, talking about gang stalking and recording gang stalkers, and then people were coming in my comments, gaslighting, of course. And what's crazy is that they couldn't answer any of my questions. Like, I feel like I broke the matrix or something, because they can't answer my questions. I like made the robot like glitch out, and they can't come up with any more gaslighters because I broke the simulation, because they literally can't answer my questions. Like, they just misdirect and go off onto other things and like call me a schizo and say I need mental help and all this shit, but like they can't answer my questions at all, and they just avoid it completely. They just can't answer. So like, why is it synced? Or is it synced? Is it always synced? Yes or yes? How can it possibly be a coincidence mathematically if it's all day, every day synced? And last night I was like, because people were in my comments saying, like, a bunch of people keep coming in my comments and they're like, you need mental help. You're gonna hurt yourself or others. But it's literally just because I'm recording. And I'm like, what's dangerous about recording? What is dangerous about a camera? And they literally can't answer this question. They just like freeze up. Like everyone just got quiet. Like nobody can answer the question. I'm like, what's dangerous about a camera? And they literally can't answer that. And it was like I got them. Like they can't answer that. Like it was kind of weird. Like if any other guy was walking down the street recording, they probably wouldn't say that he's mentally ill and that unless he's another TI like me, they probably wouldn't say that he's mentally ill. They probably wouldn't say that he's a danger to himself or others just because he's recording with an iPhone camera, which is, iPhones have a camera on them that it is to be used to record. That's what they're for. And you can record in public. That's legal in America. So how is it a danger? Explain. They can't explain. They literally can't even come up with anything. But they're like, I wish we could force the courts to 5150 you and shit. Like, they just keep saying shit like this, and they're like, you're a danger to yourself and others, and you need 5150. But like, why? Why am I a danger? Because I record? What's dangerous about a camera? Nothing. That's the answer, is nothing. Nothing is dangerous about a camera. Unless you're doing something wrong that you don't want it to be caught on camera. That's the only way that a camera could be dangerous to you. right? Like, why else would you be saying that is dangerous? Nobody can explain. Is someone getting in a red car as another red car is taking off with another red car behind it at the same time, and then another red car drove out synced also, and then as the red car is taking off, is syncing with white cars, and the other red car that they got into, his lights flashed when it took off, and then the lights are turning back on as the other red car takes off out of the parking lot, and then there's another red car behind it as it drives in front of the intersection, driving through the intersection behind it. And then the one that they got into is taking off synced with the whitey. And then there's another whitey synced, and then the red car is gonna drive out synced, and then there's gonna be another red car or something. There's no other red cars. I think it just synced with white cars. No other red cars yet. Oh, here's a red car or something. Yup, he's synced with another red car. The red cars are back. I should play the game. Nah, fuck the game. I'm not playing a game. Fuck your game. Nah, I get it though. You kind of do gotta play the game, but like, nah, because why is the camera dangerous? And you're trying to 5150 me because I record in public. No matter what my suspicion might be, no matter what my paranoid suspicion, so-called, might be, that's just your opinion of what my opinion is. I'm recording in public and I'm not hurting anything. I'm just recording with a camera. If you're not a stalker, then what am I hurting? Unless you are a stalker and you don't want to be recorded stalking. That's the only reason I can think that you don't want to be recorded. And you want to 5150 me over it. So this is really interesting that they can't answer any of my questions. and that there's just like a whole smear campaign, and then they just still say things like "I meow" at children. Just stupid shit. They just like they just like say it, shit, to try to like discredit me or whatever, and they like just say everything, just say a bunch of stupid shit. They just like freak the fuck out. Like every time I start talking about gang stalking and creepbusters, they just like freak the fuck out. They're just like, oh, oh my god, you need mental help, schizo. And then there's just always a bunch of people in the comments just like mocking me and just like mocking, just like calling me a schizo and like mocking me. Which even if I was a schizo, they're being complete pieces of shit in my comments is like, it's fucking weird. And it's just like really obvious. And it's just like, look guys, they can't answer my questions. And they're running a smear campaign in my comments again. Look at this. Isn't this obvious? So a plane flew by me last night, and then it flew over me, and then a helicopter flew like by me this morning. But I don't know if it was a stalker, but I feel like it was probably a stalker. I don't know. I see the whiteys. They're starting the stalker craze, and it's starting a stalker chain reaction of other stalkers on other streets. Syncedt. The whiteys did it again with the other stalkers. The whiteys. And then I just heard the sound, and through the walls was like some thudding sound through the walls. And right when it happened, all these silver cars synced up with each other. But I think the wind was sinking last night. Pretty sure it was. mean, it always is, so I think it was again. Yeah, what he said, they become conditions to program, to be hyper-vigilant, hypersensitized, and to believe everything is part of your stalking program. No, most things are part of the stalking program. A lot of things are, and I know that 1000% they are. They pride themselves in the least amount of action from next one. And then also, when I was outside a minute ago, there was somebody playing the piano synced. Like they have those pianos downtown. And like somebody, when I was walking by, they were playing the piano synced, and we were playing Mary Had a Little Lamb. And they walk. And I just walk up to the synced as I walk by the crosswalk. And then they just play it synced. And this is the one video I have on here, the short of the guy that just like walks by me as I walk by the piano, and he just like plays one note on the piano when he walks by me. They're always playing the piano synced. Not every day, but it happens a lot. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody play the pianos unsynced. When I think about it, pretty sure it's always synced when I see somebody playing the pianos. And then they used to have those bell things over there that's over by those pianos. It's like the bell things, like ding ding ding. It's like a lever that you pull or whatever. It's like a metal thing that makes sounds like a noise maker. And people would like walk up to it with their children and be doing it synced as I walk by a crosswalk or whatever. Or as I walk by them, they'd be ching ching. And like one day, like somebody walked up with their son, like a little toddler, and he like walked up and did that, and he was like looking over at me, just like staring at me, like smirking, like with this smile on his face as he was like ching 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 ching. And then they have those like bell things over by the Johnny Carson mural too. It's like a giant like xylophone or something, but like each one has like one mallet, so like you can only hit them one at a time. And you gotta have like multiple people play a song or something. It'd be an octopus or something. They'll be hitting those synced. And like, bing, bing. And then there's the one video of the guy that was like playing a trumpet synced when I walked by the alley. He's like over there with the trumpet and he just plays synced when I walk by him. And just all types of things. Live bands playing on the sync on me and shit. Things sync. I don't know, I can't explain it. The sports announcer guy at the football field syncs. It's just everything syncs. I can't explain it. It just syncs. Very specifically synced. The refrigerator just turned off synced. And then there was this car the other day that pulled up behind me with loud subs when I got across the street. And then there's a car, like the last video I did, where there's a car with loud subs that was synced. And sometimes they'll have the loud subs cars. They'll be pulling up with the loud subs synced. Or they'll just be turning their music on next to me as they drive by me. Oh, and I've been seeing a lot of head scratchers lately. As they like drive in front of me, they'll be scratching their head. I've seen a lot of that lately. So his truck's beeping outside right now, and I think he's synced. I think he started beeping synced. And then he stops backing up right as the semi is taking off. Oh, here's the silver cars. Oh, there's the red and blue cars with them. Oh, there's more red cars with the red cars. I'm walking upstairs.